Yayoi Kusama, born on March 22, 1929, in Matsumoto City, Japan, is a groundbreaking contemporary artist renowned for her captivating infinity mirror rooms and her obsessive use of colorful dots. Throughout her extensive career, Kusama has worked across various mediums, including painting, sculpture, poetry, and design. With a career spanning more than 6 decades, she has become one of the most celebrated and influential artists in the world, making significant contributions to contemporary art and pop art movements. Her unique and immersive creations have transformed the art world, earning her recognition as one of the most important living artists. Early life and beginnings in art. Kusama was born into a prosperous family of seed merchants in the rural city of Matsumoto, Japan. As the youngest of 4 children, her early life was marked by both privilege and trauma. Kusama's mother, who had a strained relationship with her husband, tasked her with spying on her father's infidelities. This early exposure to adult issues and emotional turmoil shaped her view of sexuality, which would become a recurring theme in her art. Kusama's childhood was further defined by vivid hallucinations of dots covering everything around her, a motif that would later become synonymous with her artistic identity. From a young age, Kusama showed an intense interest in art, despite her mother's disapproval. At just 10 years old, she began painting, though her mother's initial reaction was not supportive. Despite this, Kusama pursued her passion, attending art school at the Kyoto School of Arts and Crafts. Her mother's goal was to have her daughter marry and live a domestic life, but Kusama rejected numerous marriage proposals, determined to forge her own path as an artist. The move to America and struggles in New York. In 1957, Kusama moved to New York City, becoming one of the first post-war Japanese artists to settle there. As a woman and foreigner in a male-dominated art scene, she faced challenges and struggled to gain recognition. In the late 1950s, Kusama developed her Infinity Nets series, symbolizing her feelings of isolation and self-obliteration. Her breakthrough came in 1959 when her work was shown at the Brada Gallery and positively reviewed by Donald Judd, helping raise her profile. During this time, she formed close connections with influential figures like Joseph Cornell. The rise to prominence and the 1960s. The 1960s marked a pivotal moment in Kusama's artistic evolution, as she began to experiment with more immersive installations and performances. Her work became increasingly centered on themes of sex, identity, and the body. This period also saw Kusama's growing interest in psychoanalysis, which she began in an attempt to understand her complex feelings about sexuality and trauma. Her exploration of the male phallus, often represented in her penis chairs and other accumulations of objects, was a way for her to express her anxieties surrounding male sexuality and power. Kusama's accumulations, which included items such as penis-shaped objects attached to everyday items, became a key part of her public persona. These works, though controversial and not commercially successful, garnered attention for their boldness and the way they addressed taboo subjects. As Kusama's art continued to evolve, she also experimented with performance art, using her body as a medium for expression. In 1967, she famously painted the bodies of hippie participants at a body festival in Provincetown, Massachusetts. Her influence on American art during this time cannot be overstated. Kusama's use of soft materials, including plush objects and repeated patterns, predated similar works by artists like Claes Oldenburg. Moreover, her iconic use of dots and repetitive motifs had a clear influence on the works of Andy Warhol. Kusama's ability to blend art with performance made her a key figure in the avant-garde movement, though she often struggled with being credited for her influence. The mirrored rooms and international recognition. By the mid-1960s, Kusama began to push the boundaries of art even further with her creation of immersive installations. One of her most famous early works, Peep Show, 1966, was an octagonal room filled with mirrors, allowing viewers to engage with the artwork by sticking their heads through holes. This was one of the first works to immerse the viewer physically in the art, a concept that Kusama would continue to explore in her later infinity mirror rooms. In the same year, Kusama gained international attention with her installation Narcissus Garden, at the Venice Biennale. Although she was not formally invited to exhibit at the event, Kusama set up her mirrored balls outside the Italian pavilion and invited passers-by to buy their narcissism. This intervention caused a stir and was a significant moment in Kusama's career. However, despite the attention, she was asked to leave by the Biennale organizers. Kusama's art became increasingly political in the 1960s, particularly as the Vietnam War escalated. She staged numerous happenings, which were performative art events, often in the nude, as a form of protest against the war. These performances, which sometimes took place in high-profile public spaces like the Museum of Modern Art, garnered media attention and helped cement Kusama's reputation as an avant-garde artist. Return to Japan and struggles with mental health. By 1973, Kusama's career in New York had stalled, and she returned to Japan, where she faced the challenge of restarting her artistic practice. However, her mental health deteriorated, and she struggled with depression and anxiety. Unable to paint, Kusama's emotional turmoil led her to check herself into the Seiwa Mental Hospital, where she has lived since. It was in this hospital that Kusama began to rediscover her creativity, working on a series of collages and exploring new artistic directions. Though Kusama's return to Japan was marked by personal and professional struggles, it also marked the beginning of her rediscovery by the international art world. In 1989, the Center for International Contemporary Arts in New York held a retrospective of Kusama's work, which garnered renewed interest in her art. This retrospective laid the foundation for Kusama's resurgence in the 1990s, culminating in her representation of Japan at the Venice Biennale in 1993. This exhibition marked the beginning of her global success, with Kusama receiving the recognition she had long deserved. Recent success and legacy. In the 21st century, Kusama's work has achieved unparalleled success. She has become the most successful living artist and the highest-grossing female artist of all time. Her iconic infinity mirror rooms, in which visitors are surrounded by endless reflections of Kusama's signature dots, have drawn massive crowds worldwide. These immersive installations, along with other works like the Obliteration Room, 2002, and her iconic pumpkin sculptures, continue to captivate audiences and redefine the boundaries of contemporary art. Kusama's work is held in major collections around the world, including the Museum of Modern Art in New York and Tate Modern in London. In 2017, the Yayoi Kusama Museum opened in Tokyo, dedicated to showcasing her life's work and providing a permanent home for her art. Kusama's influence on contemporary art is undeniable, and her legacy continues to inspire new generations of artists. Awards and recognition. Throughout her career, Kusama has received numerous prestigious awards and honors, including the Asahi Prize in 2001, the French Ordre des Arts et des Lettres in 2003, and the 18th Premium Imperial Award for Painting in 2006. Her work continues to receive widespread recognition, solidifying her status as one of the most influential and important artists of her time. Yayoi Kusama's journey from obscurity to international acclaim is a testament to her resilience and dedication to her art. Her work continues to inspire and challenge the boundaries of contemporary art, leaving an unforgettable legacy. If you enjoyed learning about Kusama's incredible life and achievements, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories of iconic artists. Thanks for watching.